2-1, runner goes. Jazz swings, sends one in the air, left field, hit deep, carrying, gone! A home run for Jazz Chisholm, and the Marlins come back and take the lead in the ninth.
Do it, Jazz. He can hit some big homers. He did it last year against Alvarado. I remember that game against the Phillies. DeGrom, as they throw the ball back, throw that ball back, give it to Jazz Chisholm. What a swing. We talk about getting the tying run to the plate. The Marlins get the winning run to the plate, and Jazz Chisholm.
Being on a new team, being all these things, and still having to go make pitches.
The 0-1 hit out to deep right field, and this ball is gone. It's a grand slam for Chisholm. It's his second home run this spring, and it puts the Marlins back on top. A grand slam, Jazz Chisholm.
Requirements back to that second base position.
There's a smash down the right field line. Off the pillar between the second and third archways to third, and being held is Wendell. And Jazz has himself a
make Charlie Sheen happy. Hit one into the seats.
That's a high fly ball down the right field line. It's deep, it's gone, and it's a home run for Jazz. It was in front of that one. 3-3 in the seventh. I don't know who likes it more, Charlie Sheen or my partner. 2-2. Ripped, base hit into the corner. Jazz is turning on the Jets. He's at second, and he's not going to stop. All the way to third with a triple. Ball on a Saturday. Anderson's first pitch to Jazz is hit in the air and sent out to fairly deep right field. That one's going to carry off the scoreboard on the first pitch of the game. Jazz all over it, and it's 1-0 Marlins.
Well. You think he was upset? He took that to that first at-bat right there yesterday. Gets pinch hit for first pitch of the day. Sees it and absolutely crushes it. I think Jazz Chisholm had a little extra behind that swing right there. What a phenomenal job. And that's where the game has changed. No more first pitch strike for a fastball. You're down 1-0 with one pitch.
Well, that's the explosiveness there for Jazz in that top spot. Fly ball, left center. That one is gone into the bullpen. It's a home run for Jazz and a 2-0 Marlins lead.
And they can boo all they want because you're in San Diego, so that's all good. But that is what Jazz Chisholm can do, Paul. He can leave at any part of this park, at any park, and the old Euro step and the finish.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jazz. Jazz out to right field, sends Soto back, turns, and he'll play it off the top of the wall. Jazz to second, and he's going to keep on going. All the way to third, standing with a leadoff triple to add on another run right here. And they might. Jazz out toward left center, and it's gone! A 3-run home run for Jazz on a line drive to left center field.
Euro step it, big boy. You just left the yard again on another opposite field home run. And when you talk about somebody who wants the big moment and thrives in the big moment, it's number 2, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Wow.
Here's Jazz. Payoff pitch to Jazz is hit well out toward right center field. This one is going a long way back. Solo home run to tie it for Jazz.
Got the 2 tough ones out of the way. A triple and a home run. And just like that, it's tied. Oh, they love Jazz Chisholm Jr.
104 off the bat, 412 to right center field. And Jazz with a high drive out toward right. Joe is back, he turns and looks, and it's long gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. a 3-run home run.
Well, we talk about timing, Paul, and nobody better in this Marlins club with runners in scoring position than Jazz Chisholm Jr., the little Euro step and a finish. They've had enough hits to score some runs, but finally the big one right here, not a single, trying to come in. They missed their spot. Jazz Chisholm, watch that front side. Boom! All of the power going through it, the leverage on his legs, little lean back, and that is a 3-run homer for Mr. Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz gets into one out towards center. Way back there, way back, and it's gone! A grand slam for Jazz! Just over the top of the wall in center field, and the Marlins break it open in the second.
There's the fastball up out over the plate. That's what you look for when you have the green light 3-0. Something that you can get full extension on, and he extended it just over the outreach arm of Lane Thomas in center. Getting some nice protection behind it.
How about Jazz? This one's to deep right, and it's his second homer of the game. A grand slam and a 2-run shot. A dozen for the Marlins.
Look at this slider, kind of backs up out over the middle of the plate. Fluid, solid swing. Boy, Jazz generates a lot of power.
Second career multi-home run game for Jazz. 6 RBIs.
0-2 pitch.
Jazz goes up, gets that one, sends it deep to right center field, and that's into the Marlins bullpen. A solo home run to start the night.
Jazz driving that bus. He has been on fire. In that first series against the Washington Nationals, he hit a grand slam. He also hit another big home run in that game. And then he beat the Nationals with his legs yesterday, but I guess he's in a mood to trot once again tonight.
You can kind of tell that first swing, that foul ball, he was going to get after it tonight.
That was a ball, too. Jazz's last couple of home runs have been pitches that were up and out of the strike zone, but he goes up and he doesn't try to pull that baseball. He takes it right back through the center of the diamond, and he's got a really nice, rare combination of power and speed.
Number 11 on the season, dons the helmet. And Jazz lifts this one, hits it way out toward right center field, making a bid for another one, and he did it again.
I see you, Jazz.
Over the wall in right center field, his second homer of the game.
Jazz hit 2 home runs just a few days ago. 1 grand slam, 1 2-run shot. And now he busts Garcia again for another home run. This one 2-run variety. Oh my goodness, how gifted is he?
Wasn't sure if that one was going to carry out of here, but it just had the legs to get over that right center field wall.
You got a guy that squared around the bunt earlier in the at-bat.
Yeah, I know. Talked about it from night to night. How about later in the at-bat?
Jazz looks good in that football helmet. Looks like a little young quarterback. That's a fastball that's away from Jazz, and Jazz takes it and rips the ball back to the pull field in right center field. That one scooted right over the gate, almost into the Jazz.
And they might have another. Jazz into right, gone. We're tied. Another one with 2 strikes. 8-8.
As a hitter, when you're standing in that batter's box, sometimes you can look out at the pitcher and kind of look in his eyes and see where he's just trying to blow you away. And not Jazz. Jazz wasn't having it. And no second baseman in the National League has more homers than Jazz.
That helmet is getting a workout tonight.
Yes, it is.
4 home runs for the 3rd time this year.
Take a look at the pitch. Just tried to blow Jazz away. Jazz just sat on that classic uppercut swing. Didn't swing very hard. And you don't have to swing hard to hit homers in this.
They'll push the envelope.
Jazz fly ball right field. This one is going into the second deck.
Well, sometimes, well, we talked about the tack on runs.
outstanding after scoring 4 in that third. You'd love to see the Marlins score a couple at the end, and that's exactly what they did with 2 outs. Jazz with a nice, easy swing in that third inning for an RBI base hit that scored birdie. Well, this is what happens sometimes when you start paying attention to that runner a little bit too much. You lose focus on that hitter, and Jazz made Gomber pay. Outstanding. Nice to see Jazz come out and have a good night.
Mental break yesterday, and Jazz today, a walk, an RBI single, and a 2-run home run.